Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mount and Blade Warband. This is going to be episode 4, and last time we were here, we were having some problems. We were trying to fight Sea Raiders, and got caught and taken prisoner for the second time in this playthrough. Um, by Sea Raiders. And as we can see up here, apparently right near Revacheg, the Sea Raiders have already set up a hideout thing. This is the Sea Raiders version of bandit hideouts. And so I think that because we're having such a hard time, and by the way, I've never had such a hard time uh, with this, we're going to come on down and maybe go towards somewhere in the south a bit. Um, so we're gonna come this way, and again, I'm using this control space map time speed up thing. So let's see. I have a level up apparently. I have 4 level ups. Okay, this might be part of why I'm having trouble. We're gonna get intellect up by 2 points and charisma up by 2 points. Um, Still not. I'm actually gonna change that. I'm gonna put 3 points into charisma and 1 point into intellect. That way I can get level 4 leadership. We are also going to get probably level 4 power draw, so that we can actually use some of the bows. We need more agility before we can do a lot more. So we're gonna do prisoner management, and let's see here. What else do we want possibly? Maybe some looting. No, I don't really like having looting. There's supposed to be a different party member that I like to use to like get looting. Let's just put it into Iron Blast. We're having some trouble staying alive. And I'm going to dump all of my points into archery. Mostly because I'm not getting a chance to actually use a bow right now. I want to make sure that when I do use it, I'll have, some points that I can say I have in it. We're also going to look at our inventory. We have a little bit of food. I'm actually going to replace my sword with this Nordic sword. I'm going to move that all up. And do we have arrows? I don't have arrows, so I'm not going to use the bow right now. Plus, it's not a very good bow. But we need to get, what we need to do is we need to get some people, some volunteers. So we're going to recruit 13 Nord recruits here. And we're going to start heading south. And the bandits that we're going to encounter towards the south are not going to be nearly so difficult. So we failed the quest. We were supposed to go to Fjadner, or was it Firchin? Might have been here. We were supposed to go to defeat bandits, but it also might have been someplace over here. I don't really remember. I didn't really look. We're gonna try to avoid that in the future, though. So for now, I guess let's head to Uxkhal. What I really want to do is I really want to find a tournament to get into, and possibly some more Speak of the Devils companions. So this is Marnid. He's a previous trader, so he's free, so that's good. He's not very skilled, not very good starting off, but you know, just like with all the other people, you can make them good. There's not gonna be anyone up one more level, I don't think, but we'll go up there and look anyways. A lot of these villages and or these taverns are really cool. They have got a lot of little nooks and crannies in them. Okay, so we're gonna go to the marketplace, go to the goods merchant. I'm going to save some metal armor for Marnid. Hopefully he can wear this stuff. Gonna save him a shield. Oh, I guess we did have bent arrows. Okay, I'm gonna use this mostly because I want to give Marnid my crossbow. I think actually, why am I using a bad Nordic sword? We're gonna keep that sword for him, the chipped Nordic sword, and a Nordic shield, regular. Yeah, and the rest of this is going to be sold so that we can have a bit more money. Money is very important in this game. We're also going to buy some bread so that we have a bit more food available for our troops. And let's go to the armor market. So, would love to get this coat of plates for myself. This is the armor that I like to have. It's the same armor that the Swadian Knights use. I like it in black, although I might decide to do maybe something like the Heraldic Mail this time around, so that when I do eventually have a herald, not a herald, what do you call it, a flag, with my markings on it, then I'll be able to show it off on my guys. But for now, it doesn't look like there's anything I really want. Let's go to the arms market. Siege crossbow would be nice to give Marnid as well, but he's not going to be able to use that. Great sword's not what I want. Heavy bastard sword. This is what I want. I think what I actually want is the heavy balanced, or the balanced heavy bastard sword. But this is a nice weapon, and I can actually afford this, so I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to have to pay 913 dinar, which is a lot for right now. But it is really nice. It's a very good weapon. It can be used one-handed or two-handed. It's got good range. It's got, you know, good damage and everything. I really like the bastard swords. I know, just like Jon Snow. I think that's going to be it. Still have my horse somehow. I don't really feel like spending the money to get possibly Marnid a horse. So we're gonna come up here, and I'm actually gonna set up my group that all my companions are. This is going to be, oh, what's a good name for it? Normally I'd say it's the King's Guard, but I'm Captain Sheldon, not King Sheldon right now. So, oh, I know. Here's what we're going to name them. They are going to be the the Tittlebits. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll have to look up the spelling on that later. So yeah, Marnid, welcome to the Tittlebits. You are a Tittlebit, and let's see your equipment. Yeah, that ain't gonna do. The boots are fine for now. The boots are the only thing that are fine there. You can have some real armor and a shield, and a crossbow and bolts, as well as a sword instead of just a club. And while we're here, get that trash out of my inventory. Okay, so we have another companion, Marnid, here, who's looking a lot better than he did just a bit ago. And let's come down here to the Rodokian territories, and we are going to actually start recruiting. Ooh, this just got, apparently, yeah, it's being raided. So we're gonna actually come over to Pagunder and start trying to recruit some Rodokian troops. Yes, tribesmen are good. Let's also go to Cheza. And yes, lots of tribesmen. So the thing about these tribesmen is they immediately upgrade to Roto crossbowmen. Roto crossbowmen are great. They upgrade to trained crossbowmen, then veteran crossbowmen, and then sharpshooters. Sharpshooters are what I mainly want to have in my army. I love sharpshooters. Sharpshooters are really good to have. The spearmen eventually upgrade up to the sergeants. The sergeants aren't bad, but I wish that they had shields. Like at one tier they actually do have shields and they use like a shield and spear thing. If they kept that at the sergeant level, I would love them because shields make sieges very very nice. You need to have lots of shields for sieges. Otherwise your troops just get torn up by missile infantry like and archers and stuff. So these Nord guys, they upgrade to footmen and then up and further up to Huskarls. Huskarls do have shields and they have throwing weapons, which makes them really good. We're going to go to Velika. Oh yes, there is a tournament, so I'm going to actually look at the tavern. This is the worst tavern in the game because you have to go up the staircase. There's not a single other. Hello, Mathil. I will talk to you in just a second. Who else do we got here? Our starting horseman. Do I have? I don't think I. Yeah, I don't have brain prisoners. But this, you have to go up the stairs every time you come up into the tavern. It never just starts you up here. If it started you right here, this tavern would be great, possibly better than others. But you gotta go up these stairs, and the stairs take a long time. I dislike this tavern. Mathild. Hey, what's up, Mathild? Mathild is a Nord woman. She used to be the daughter of a Thame, and she used to be the leader, basically someone who was inheriting her husband's lands. But someone else decided that she wasn't able to do that, and so now she had to flee, and she's possibly going to come and join us as a mercenary. Okay, so 500 dinar is a lot right now. I cannot afford that right now because we're about to join the tournament. But after the tournament, we should have a lot, plenty to get her, assuming she's still here. Just took a slight drink. We are going to join the tournament. And so now we get into the tournaments. Each nation has tournament, or each city has a different tournament, basically. But they all kind of focus on the theme of their nation, kind of. So, like, Velika here is from the Rodoks nation originally, and it focuses mostly on crossbows and swords and spears and stuff like that. So we're gonna place a bet of 500 dinar. That 500 dinar, if we win, will turn into 6,500 dinar. So that's a lot more money, and we'll be able to actually get Mathild with that. So okay, looks like we have a one-handed sword. Oh, okay. That's sucks for you, buddy. The AI does not know how to use lances very well. I found. And so when you see AI on horsemen, they're somewhat dangerous, but not really all that dangerous. As long as you can kind of block them, then you're fine. But oh, I haven't really done much, but here we go. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna just like destroy these people. And one of my guys who over here is using a lance on foot, which is not a good idea. You do not. Lance is strong on horseback, and that's about it. On foot, if you're on foot, a lance is not a good weapon to have. So we're gonna shoot him with a crossbow, and instead of trying to reload, we're just gonna cut them down. Yeah. Rawr! So we're gonna place another bet. This is gonna be all the money that I have right now. So we're gonna possibly get another 3,000 dinar. You can generally win up to about 22,000 dinar with maximum bets in this. It looks like I have a lance. So in the same way that the AI is bad with lances, the human player is really good because the human player generally knows how to use the couch lance, which is what I'm doing right now, where you just kind of ride and the lance kind of goes under your arm and just holds it out front so you can actually hit people with it. This is how you use a lance. You let the horse's momentum basically carry the lance through your opponent. You don't try and do what the AI does, which is use it as a conventional spear weapon. This is where it gets a little tricky though, because I need to have a running head start. I cannot actually just catch the lance immediately, and so having these guys following me like this is a little awkward, but now I should be able to. There we go. And you can see every time I do that, it says delivered couch lance damage, and that damage is very high. The Swati Knights I found, their AI is actually pretty good about using their lances properly. And so Swati Knights can hurt if you get run into. We do not have any more money for bets, so we're just gonna keep fighting. Let's see if we can pick this guy up. Nope. My crossbow. Oh, hello. Ooh. Berserker fight. I do not have a shield, which makes that a little awkward. Can I take your shield, buddy? Yes. Aha! Now I have a shield. Fighting archers and missile troops as a melee unit is very hard. And looks like this veteran fighter just tore through them. So there's 4 teams, 1 fighter each, and now I am mounted with a bow and arrow. So this is the first time I'm actually getting to use a bow and arrow. And well, it's on horseback. And horseback archery is not very good, although you can get more damage out of it. It's so inaccurate that it's not even worth trying to do. So you can see just standing still, I'm able to actually get a lot more. And see, that right there is exactly what you don't want to be doing if you're using a lance. You don't want to be shoving it at people, because it's not going to do much damage. You want to get speed. Speed is very important if you're going to be using a lance. And every time he goes and tries to go off, so you can kind of see he actually has the ability, just because of where his shield is, to catch my arrows. I might just, yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my dagger, and I know I'm using a dagger on horseback, but it's gonna be faster. I'm trying to shoot him. Yeah. Guy's not very smart. So 2 teams, 2 fighters each. We are almost done with the tournament, and we've got another lance. Ooh, that is a mounted unit that has a sword. And I got his buddy, but I'm hoping that he is going to actually come and attack my guy over here, so I can just right around, and that does not look like it's going to be happening. So, oh, there, it just happened, and my guy definitely killed him. So now there's 2 fighters. I think it's that champion fighter that I'm actually gonna have to fight now, because we were the only ones alive. Ooh. See, that hurt. That's what a spear can do. But the AI is not very good. The AI in this game is not the best, especially with using some weapons effectively. So apparently that was Drayton, who was knocked out before. So we earned a prize of 200 dinar, which is not a lot in all things considered. However, because of our bets, we got 9,500 dinar, which is a good amount. So we're going to head straight toward the tavern, walk up the terrible stairs. You can see I got 10,000 experience as well for it, and I went all the way up to level 10. So, Mathild, hey! I'm sorry if I was rude earlier. I did not have the money to help you out. So here is 500 dinar to join my party, and Mathild, I'd like to welcome you to the Tittlebits. I hope your time is good. And let's level up ourselves again. Okay, so I'm actually just going to dump all the points into intellect, and you'll see why in a bit. So instead of 4 points, I got 8 points. That's going to help me out a lot because I can bump up my trainer skill quite a bit. I can bump up shield and athletics all the way to what the max of what I can do. I can, and then I'm actually going to bump up inventory management instead of Iron Flesh. Now I want inventory management right now because my inventory is getting a little cramped for trying to get stuff, and the more stuff I can hold in my inventory, the better off I will be. So we're going to dump all these points into archery again, and I guess to two-handed weapons. And go to the marketplace. And I'm going to try, there's a hunting crossbow, a bag of bolts. Nope, not that. Here's another hunting crossbow with a bag of bolts for the next person we find. Let's see here. I think I want this. Well, is there a better bow? There are these. These I don't feel like you really need. Masterwork bows, like I don't feel like it's really all that necessary. I will pick up the Kurgan bow, though, because that's going to be nice. Let's see here. I like at first to equip my companions with like hammers and stuff so they can take prisoners. But seeing as they don't have a lot of stuff for that, I want to pick her up. That works. The Nordic War Sword. And I guess heavy round shield until I can get you a Nordic shield, Mathild. And then let's get some armor. Could get myself a great helm. I could actually upgrade my boots. I might upgrade my boots to these plate boots. It does cost a lot. Actually, I'm gonna just go for the mail boots. It costs about half, a little bit more than half of what these cost, with only a difference of 3 to the armor. And someone can have my old boots. And also get some gauntlets for myself, so that I can live longer, which is important to me. But we want some armor from Mathild. I don't see any. Might be, don't really want to pay that much for armor, for starting at armor for my companions. So we're gonna leave it there. Okay, so this is what I would want, although not a sway-backed version, but the Warhorse, or something similar. It has a lot of armor on it. It has good speed. It can maneuver around very well. It can charge. It's got a lot of hit points. It's a good horse all around. These unsaddled horses generally have more speed, yes, but when you're surrounded by opponents, as you do, as happens basically the entire time near the end game, You just are constantly surrounded by large parties. Or those are the only parties you can fight is like groups that are like 800 or 900 strong, really. Unless you go out intentionally looking for smaller fights. You basically need like a warhorse. That's the only kind of horse that's actually gonna like take the beating that you're going to end up giving it. So let's go talk to Mathilda. Looks like you have a sword, a Nordic sword. So, well, have a Nordic war sword, and have leather boots, I guess. Have that and a crossbow with a large bag of bolts. Yeah, shoot, I don't have a helmet for you right now. And Marnid, let me see your equipment. Why don't you just take this Nordic sword and also take these nomad boots, because they're going to be better than these hide ones that you have. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to sell these because I don't need them. And we're going to move on. Yes, I did level up myself. See, I already forget. And we're going to come and check Jelkala. And we'll see what's going on at Jelkala. Not much. So let's see about the tavern. Though, I'm wondering Ashik, a ransom broker, hired blades. These guys are actually pretty decent. Like, their armor's pretty good. They have burnies, swords. I think those are like horseman shields. Great helmets. They're not bad as far as mercenary goes. They're top tier along the mercenary path. Might end up having a bunch of these later as I decide what I want to do in this game, really. So we're down here in this area. I kind of... Whoa. Camera, calm down. I want to roam around. I want to try and find bandits to fight. Like, tournaments are great and all, but if I don't fight any bandits or anything, then I'm not going to end up with my people liking me that much. The morale's going to go down pretty fast if they don't have someone to fight. So these tribesmen are going to go straight into crossbowmen, all of them. These Nord recruits are all going to be Nord footmen. And the reason I'm ordering these like this in my party is I'm going to have my Kingsguard first. They're going to be the first people to come into battle. Next is going to be my infantry, and then my archers. Generally, that's how that works. So you can see from the Nord recruit up to the footmen, they get a shield, they have a spear, they have a small axe. You know, it's pretty well set up. Tribesmen, basically a farmer, and at crossbowmen, they got some kind of like light armor. They've got a war pike or something like that, which they can use to do blunt damage. The other thing I like about the Rhodokian sharpshooters is that they have war picks. Not war picks, war hammers at the sharpshooter level, as well as like amazing crossbows that do like a ton of damage per shot. And so, like, when they get into melee combat, they pull out that warhammer and start beating people. You get a lot of prisoners, and prisoners are really good and helpful. What do we have over here? Looks like some looters who are running from me. I don't know that I will be able to move in to help Count Valsavor's party. Alright, so we're now apparently with Count Valsavor, who I believe is one of the Swadian generals. And everyone's heading this way, so I'm going to head this way too. And try and show you what I like, why I like this bastard sword so much. If I can get up this hill. Normally, a hill like this would not be climbable for a horse, but this is in fact a video game. Or in fact, like other people, that's basically a cliff. So, here is the bastard sword. It doesn't do a ton right now because my skill points are not really well suited. But it is a good weapon. It's great for like mounted combat. It's got good reach, and it has it's really good for unmounted combat. Basically, I like it mostly because when it's not too short, and so I can actually use it on a horse, actually hit people with it. Like sometimes it's hard to do that, but at the same time, it also has a shield, which really helps with survivability for like people coming in deciding they want to beat on you. Shield is normally good for that. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. You can use it in a two-handed mode, but I normally just use it one-handed. And looks like we have more people ready to upgrade. Some more footmen, and some more crossbowmen. You see that trainer coming into play there, as at the end of the day, people are ready to upgrade because of the shared experience. So we're going to go to Saren here. And looks like Saren is also currently being raided. Ceramish, are you okay right now? Nope, Ceramish is not okay. So right now Rhodoks is having a big war. Oh, big war apparently with Swadia. And the Rhodokian areas are kind of getting pummeled. I hope Rhodoks doesn't lose. I actually like Rhodoks. I think out of all the groups of people in the game, I think the Rhodokians are my favorite. So we had a little bit more experience, but Marnid leveled up. He is now level 2. And some companions aren't going to come at like level 1 like Marnid did. Others are going to have like other levels. I think actually Mathild has a few levels already in her. But we're going to look and see what we have here. Okay. Inventory management, worthless on a companion like this. Absolutely worthless. Leadership, worthless. Trade, okay. I like having a trader here. First aid, a little bit of first aid, wound treatment. It's not the person that I like for it, but it helps. And then all this good stuff. So really don't have much, buddy. You kind of suck. For right now, we're going to bump your intellect up, and we're going to pop a point into Power Strike and a point into Iron Flesh to help you survive some. And you are only ever going to use a one-handed weapon and crossbow. So any points put anywhere else for these guys, for me, it's pointless. But you can't have them use like throwing weapons or be archers or pole arms and two-handed weapons and stuff. I might end up giving them pole arms or two-handed weapons later on, just for fun. But the way I'm gonna set them up is the way I like to have them. It works. They're heavy. They're like knights, but they don't use lances, and it works for them. Okay, so I guess we're gonna come into Emhyr here, and I'm going to go to the village center. So normally, when you have to do this, you have to like go and walk around this village center. But this mod adds the ability to just say, okay, meet with the village elder, pulls this screen right up. Normally you have to find this guy and do stuff. So they're suffering from bandits, and they want someone to train them. I can train them. So we are going to actually recruit some more of these volunteers, because Rhodokian troops are just great. And we're going to train the peasants, and it takes time to train the peasants, and then they'll start practice fights. They'll do practice fights, and then after a few practice fights, you'll end up fighting the actual bandits. And this is how the practice fights go. You always have a staff, and you fight like 1 or 2, or even like 3 of them, and basically you just got beat the hell out of them. And basically teach them how to defend by example. Oh, Kurdigat Kante and the Serenid Sultanate have made peace. Okay, good for you guys. So they were apparently started off the game like fighting. I think these guys, Swati and of Rodox, started out the game's fighting. Okay, alright. Oh, yeah, see? He blocked. And they'll actually get a little bit better as you go along. Like, you can actually tell that they are learning some stuff from you. Which is upsetting because they had, like, this game is really well programmed, but, like, they also, like, didn't do AI very well, even though you can see a lot of effort put into AI in some places. The other nice thing is because all the graphics are kind of not spectacular, this game can run on computers that are really old. It came out, I think, around like 2010, 2000 or like 2008, 2010, sometime around then. But you can play this game on like really old computers, like computers that are from like because of that, like computers that aren't really strong like today's computers are. So like certain games, like you won't be able to play on like older computers, but this one works pretty well actually. So now we have our militia, all of our peasants, everything, and we're going to fight the bandits that are come to take the town. And let's see here. Rawr! Oh, that guy is able to defend. These guys have Nordic shields, so hopefully I can actually get some Nordic shields. I'm actually going to pull away a bit and start trying to pick some of these guys off. Even though you can tell my horse is like getting a beating. I have not. Oh my god. See, this is what happens to me a lot. I do dumb stuff like this, which is why I got captured twice. I should not be doing dumb stuff like that. And I should actually pull way back to my troops. Because I'm almost dead. And I do not want to be dead. And looks like we won. Yep. We won. Yar! Alright, so for right now, I'm actually going to take the stuff. Normally, I would not because I want to get extra relation and extra honor and everything, which is really important later in the game. But I actually need money right now. Like, until I actually can afford to put an enterprise in a town, I am going to need money. And yes, I understand, like, I'm saying I need money while I'm buying more troops, but I also need troops. Ooh, we have our first Nord trained footman. We'll go up to a Nord warrior, and then a Nord veteran, and then a Nord huskarl. And he will keep getting better and better and better. Eventually, I'll actually go in and show you guys all the various things about, like, the skills and everything that certain troops have. Because they do have their own skills and everything. Like, even the troops are, like, they have skills and they're just run by an AI, kind of like companions do, but you have no control over what skills these guys have as they upgrade. As opposed to, like, with Marnid and Mathold, I have the ability to control them. So let's visit the tavern. There's no tournament here. And it looks like we got some people. Lezelit and Ymira. It's kind of funny that these two are here because, like I said before, in this mod pack, the people will fight, but they'll never actually leave. These two fight. They do not like each other. They're like standing around the same table too. Have some chicken, some bread, some cheese and ale. Like, man, actually it looks like a pretty. Is that bread? No, that's just cheese. So chicken, cheese, and chicken. Chicken and cheese. Maybe that's bread. I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's not a lot of detail in those things. But yeah, these two normally fight a lot, and basically whichever side you pick with them, the other one will leave normally. But they won't do it. They'll bicker and everything. But Ymira, hello, Ymira. Yes, you are a very well brought up young lady. And out of all the different companions, you suck the most. Well, no, I shouldn't say that you suck. You're good at some things. Leslie, you are incredibly important. This is basically, he used to be a, well, basically he used to be an army trainer, and now he's just looking to be a mercenary because someone didn't like the way he trained his troops. So, yeah, he's very harsh on troops, but he has high trainer skill. Um, both of you, welcome to the Tittlebits. This is your new home. I hope you like it because you are never going to leave. Ha 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 ha. And Ymira, let me talk to you. Let me see your equipment. Ymira has like nothing. You need armor. This is basically all the armor that I can give her right now. Anything that has any kind of strength requirement, she's not gonna meet. She has like 6 strength is basically the lowest out of any of the starting companions. Like they just doesn't get lower than that. And she has like no useful skills. She has trade skills, which is nice. She has first aid and surgery and wound treatment. So this is nice. This is worthless for her to have. I hate this. The only good thing she has is she can ride a good horse. That's about it. I don't even yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and she's not like super fat, I guess. But yeah, she's even wearing like pantyhose and like stuff like that. So we're going to like go and like try and get her something that's like decent. So nomad boots are gonna be cheap. Skull cap for her. Helmet with a neck guard for one of them. Actually, that has a lot of armor. That has almost as much armor as like this. Like that's pretty good. So is that? That's a good price for something like that. Actually, let's get that for Leslie. Lucky day, Leslie. Lucky day. Okay, so we gave her a crossbow. Leslie needs a hunting crossbow and some bolts. And they need Nordic shield. And because I need another shield, I like rounded shields as opposed to square shields. So like you can't pull a board shield out on horseback. You just can't. Like kite shields, okay, fine. Board shields, nah. Not happening. Ooh, that is a great hammer. That is a bonk hammer. That is basically a football-sized and shaped piece of iron on a stick. It's either iron or steel, and you can actually like crush blocks, like break blocks and stuff in your environment using that, which is kind of cool. Okay, what am I gonna give her? Mostly I need something for Ymira, so there's a sword for Ymira. Leslet has a sword. He's gonna get a crossbow. That's I think that's gonna have to do. I'm actually gonna take this large bag of arrows for myself. I just like that. What I really want, and I'm probably not gonna find it until I go into the Kurgat areas, is a large bags of Kurgat arrows or barbed arrows, whichever one has a higher ammo capacity, because those are gonna do like +3 to damage, and that's about as good as you can get for arrows. Let's see here. Anything else I want? I don't think that there's anything else that I particularly want right now. You can see our money is like way down now because of like all the stuff that we've been having to buy. It takes quite a bit to outfit your companions at first, but later on it gets easier. Let's see your equipment. Okay, no woolen hose. Get some real boots. Like, I mean, look how dumb that looks. He's just wearing pantyhose. No boots or anything over the pantyhose or shoes. Just the pantyhose. It's so dumb. Okay, here's a skull cap. Here's a sword. And here's a shield. No knives. That's not gonna help you in a battle. It's just not. I mean, it might, but it's not gonna help you in a way that I'm going to use you. Alright, actually, while we're here, let's enter the arena. And the arena is basically a place you can go and do, like, melee fights for, like, a little bit of money. It's not that good. What I want to find out is, will there be a tournament in nearby towns soon? So there's one in, right now, at Sargoth, Suno, Tolga, Dhirim, Ikramur, and Amarad. So Dhirim's not that far, and I actually like the Dhirim tournament pretty well. It takes a while sometimes, but it's a good tournament. We're going to come here and actually, I hope I didn't miss the tournament. We're gonna wait outside for a bit, upgrade some more of our troops. Yeah, you can see our morale's fallen because we haven't fought any battles. And we're going to join the tournament here. We're gonna place another 500 dinar bet on ourselves. So 3 teams, 2 fighters each. And Dhirim has... Oh, I thought it was going to be horses. Well, there are some horses, but Dhirim normally has, like... So one of the Swadian areas has only jousting tournaments. Like, that's all they end up having. Ooh. Yeah, so I had to put my shield up there to actually take that hit, because otherwise I would have gotten couched lance damage. And you jerk did a lot of damage to my shield. Is there anyone else? There is someone else. So I'm going to take your heavy sword. And... yes, jumping attack. Because jumping attack is great. Oh, hey, Leslet. So yeah, your companion's actually fighting these tournaments as well. So, there we go. And yes. Okay, so... I'm basically going to do that. And ride around this tournament, killing people as I see them. Hopefully the blue team will not die. You... oh man, that did not kill him. That's a problem. I do not want anyone else on horseback chasing me around, because I'm not going to be able to do like anything to them. Oh, apparently that guy was taken care of. Yes, regular fighter knocked out. And let's see. Oh, hey, are you like the last guy? Boink. Oh, nope, there's still an archer. I know what to do with archers. Yeah, I also like that when you're couching your lance, like, you raise your shield up, so you actually have some defense against, like, arrows and stuff. Like, they might actually, like, just hit your shield. Okay, so we're gonna fight in the next round again. Wow, there's 3 teams, 4 teams, 1 person each team. It is just a brawl right now. I just came in and I interrupted that fight. I am so sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. We do not have any more money. Okay, so now I have a... yeah, that's a heavy sword. It's basically like a 2-handed weapon on horseback, and so I don't have a shield. which sucks, but that did a lot of damage to that shield, I'm sure of it. Okay. And... ooh. Delivered some damage there. One good tactic against mounted troops is to cut their horses out from underneath of them. Mounted troops normally don't do too well on the ground. And so, especially like in tournaments, like if you're in a jousting tournament, if you pass by someone and you take out their horse, that person is now like has nothing, because what is an unmounted? What's a lance is like worthless on the ground, like truly and utterly worthless. He pulled out a bow. That was not a good decision for him. Ow. And normally I do not do this bad at stuff, but I guess it's Let's Play Curse, you know? You might be able to like play a game really well, but doing that while talking about it, it's a lot harder. Okay, alright, okay. Yeah, you need to chill. She still has a shield? Oh my gosh. See, like, every weapon has its advantages and disadvantages. Two-handed weapons like this, longer reach, more damage, slower attack speed. One-handed weapons, shorter reach, much faster attack speed, ability to have a shield. So it's kind of hard to say whether one is better than the other. And this guy does not have a shield. So I'm just going to headshot you there, and ow. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out what the key... oh, there's the key. That's the key. R. Okay. I was wondering what the key is. There we go. Now I can zoom in and actually see what I'm doing. I like playing from the first person angle. This guy has a shield. This is not ideal. Okay. So we're just going to come in here, and we're going to actually zoom the camera out again. When I'm actually like shooting, I prefer to be in that first person view. I just like it better for the most part. So we definitely won with another 9,500 dinar. Is there any good armor that I want? Ooh, plate armor. Plate armor is like some of the best armor in the game, but it's super heavy. This is not super light, but basically the heavier the armor, the more you're slowed down, and athletics helps to mitigate that. I do like this helmet, but I don't want to spend over half of our savings on it. Not our savings, our winnings. Don't see anything there that I want. Arming swords are nice. Eventually, I think that's what I'm going to give my people. Take another... no, let's get the better bolts. Better bolts! Better bolts! This is actually an interesting weapon. All these weapons are really interesting. This one in particular, I kind of like. It's like a two-handed sword, but it's like not like this. It's basically just like hack and slash. No stabby like the bastard sword can do. Okay. So we did get some stuff. Let's go and visit the tavern. Watchman. Scald. Basically, these guys, the Ashiks and the Scalds, are here to basically give you songs and stuff that you can use when you go to actually, like, court someone to marry. You need to like basically tell them songs and poetry and stuff like that, and that's how you learn them. Um, they'll also kind of tell you like where feasts are that you can meet people and stuff. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Um, let's see. Don't have enough for the enterprise I'd like to get. Even if we did, wouldn't really want to spend all that money right now. Wouldn't have anything. Oops, looks like I can level up. Hey, I can get another some points. I'm gonna upgrade Jolia. So like I said before, I'm gonna get everything up to 12. The reason for that is I want to be able to basically say, hey, let me get Shield Weapon Master. Weapon Master basically is a skill that increases the proficiency limits. So you can see the various rankings of the proficiency limits at 60, 100, 140, 180, 220, 260, 300, 340, 380, and 420. That only affects like if you can put skills into them or points into them. If you have points and you can't put it into something because it's kind of maxed out, you can like doesn't mean that you're not able to get points into it. But I'm going to end that off here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.